Hey, good morning tribe. I look funny because I actually just did a self abhyanga, a hot self oil massage, which you actually do with clothes off. I'm not going to do that obviously on a Facebook Live, but I'm going to take you through it now with my clothes on and after I've done it, because this is really one of the tools that I use when I'm feeling depleted, when I'm feeling disconnected, when I feel like I need a little extra. And it's a really good thing to just do preventatively, like a few times a week. And so for me, my setup is such that I have, let me see if I can, hey, good morning, Heidi. I actually wanted to ask you something. Maybe you can tell me this. My dad told me that David Klopp is doing an installation, and I was wondering how I could see that because I cannot find him on Facebook. I'll message you later. Anyways, that was on my mind today, so great that you're watching. So I have a chest here. This is my altar. And then I have a chest here with oils, and I use different essential oils. I have doTERRA. If you have different kinds, it doesn't matter which brand. I used, let me see, I used Balance this morning. I used Elevation for upliftment. I used sandalwood because sandalwood is a great healer for emotional trauma. We're in the process of helping a little 1-year-old get placed into a home, and having her yesterday, well, Mike had her and I was on the phone, and her going through her process of being very upset. I felt it very deeply, so I'm using the sandalwood today on me. I'm also using Motivate. It's another uplifting citrusy blend. And then I'm also using frankincense and geranium. Geranium is really deeply nourishing for the adrenals, and frankincense is a spiritual oil that helps you connect to spirit, feel connected, clear your antennas so you can get the right information. And so the way I do this is you use a little saucepan, and then you go over to your stove and put it on the stove. Use a little coconut oil. Obviously, when you're not living in the tropics, it's not going to be liquid, so if you're living in colder climate, this will be hardened, and you just put it into your saucepan, about like 1 centimeter, half an inch full. You turn it on, you get your essential oils, you put them in. I put 3 drops of whatever I'm using into, and you can use several. You could just use one single oil. You could do it without even adding any essential oils. And if you're using essential oils, just put 3 drops of what you're using, or just intuitively feel if you need more. Then bring it to a hot temperature, and then find a place where you can have privacy. You can do this while your kids are playing. You can do it around them, but if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can just find a place. And I went and did it in my bathtub here. So I went and did it in my bathtub. You can put a towel down if you're not in a bathtub, or even if you're in a bathtub. And then basically what you do, I left I'm gonna just show you with clothes on. You get undressed, you kneel down, and on your towel or not on your towel, you take your saucepan and you start by pouring, and you have to be careful that it's not too hot. You start by just pouring, maybe putting your hand in, drizzling drops on your scalp, starting from your head, kind of like this, with the oil, pouring, or with your hand scooping the oil, then on your forehead, this kind of movement, back and forth. And as you're doing that, what I do is I tell myself, I say, I love you, 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 I love you. And then you go down to your chest and you do round movements with the oil. Keep telling yourself or your body and your cells. I love you, I love you. On the belly, same with 2 hands, round massaging movement on your belly. And then on your legs, it's more longer strokes. Oops, it's trying to rotate now. So do long strokes. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Round around the ankle, the joints, the knees. And then along the legs again, I love you, I love you, I love you. Have some old clothes nearby, like if you're in a colder climate, long sleeve, long pants, and socks. Socks are important because you want to do your whole foot. You really go, I love you, 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 little toe, and really massage the joints and also the sole of your feet. The sole of your feet is a place that absorbs a lot of the essential oils, so you want to have socks nearby so you can put them on right away so you don't get the oil all over the place and you don't slip and break your neck. That would not be good. Then you do the other leg, obviously. Then you do as much as you can your back. I love you, I love you. Your adrenals on the back side, very important. Sometimes I have a little extra geranium that I put and then put specifically on the adrenals. Hey, good morning, Blair. And you know, take time, like take 5 to 10 minutes to do this and do it really mindfully and send yourself energy and send yourself loving touch. And then ideally do it either, I like to do it in the morning and just leave the oil on and leave the, you know, I mean I look like not that great right now, but it's worth it for the day. I'm probably gonna wear a cap today until I go into the ocean later. But when I do this, when I was doing this when I was still living in California where it was colder, I would do this in the morning. I would put old clothes on and I would just stay like this for the day and really let my body absorb the oils, and it gives you a warmth layer as well. And if you do take a shower, if you have to get ready, try to not use a lot of soap. Like try to maybe wear older clothes as you don't mind getting oily. Try to not wash it off with soap. Just, you know, wash your hair maybe with shampoo and your armpits and your private parts, but the rest just let it soak as much as possible. And if you can, you know, if you're not leaving the house, or if you're not leaving the house till later, just leave it on as long as you can. And so this is one of the practices. It's an Ayurvedic practice that I learned from one of my friends, Aparna Kaholner. She's Indian and she taught me this, and she said that in India people just do it with olive oil and coconut oil mixed, or olive oil and sesame oil mixed, and it's really a great prevention of all kinds of arthritis and all kinds of ailments. And they just do it as a daily self-care there. It's a normal thing that they do. That's what I've heard. So it could be something that you do every day and maybe not spend 10-15 minutes, but 5 minutes, or it could be something you do once a week and really luxuriate in it, or it could be something that you do when nothing else is helping. But I just wanted to share this with you because it's really a tool that's helped me a lot, and it's helping me right now. So I hope this was helpful. All my love to you, and have a great rest of your day.